Oh man, I found some really cool apps today. Found some really cool apps today. We'll give folks a few more minutes though. I know Wish was coming.
Are you talking?
Yeah. We'll
Oh,
give
no.
folks. Yeah, we'll give folks a few
Oh,
more
yeah, let
minutes.
me. Uh, hey, sorry, I wear my Bluetooth headphone, and I don't know how long you have been talking because it's really blocked my my ear. So,
Not not too long.
and I hold your phone, on the street. Probably, you know, I maximize the volume. Everybody's listening to me, but I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Totally fine.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I was listening to the Bankless podcast, and just and when I switched back to the water cooler channel, for some reason, it cut off my earphone. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
anyway,
know.
it's working out.
I know. Earlier today, when in Dalationships,
Uh,
um, I could hardly hear you. It seemed like some other folks didn't have problems hearing you, but in that
yeah,
thing I recorded with Space Monkey, is like I could barely hear.
I see. Seems like he can hear me because he answered my question later. Um, I'm using the stipend right now. Working in the park.
Nice. Are you earning crypto while doing it?
Yeah. So I purchased three pair of shoes. So every day give me 20 minutes walk. I can earn about like a 16 GSC per day.
Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting just for another little hit to the Solana token, and then I'll be able to afford enough to get me a sneaker.
Yeah, nice. I mean, when I purchased, I think it's around like between 80 and 100 US dollars. The price for Solana,
Oh
and
wow.
now it's much cheaper. So, and anyone coming right now is you know has a big discount.
Yeah, no, I expect it. Yeah, I was like, man, I was like, I was like, if it comes down to 50, I can afford it. Now I'm like, I might be able to afford a couple shoes if it goes down a little further.
I know. Yeah, and the price well for GSC previously is pretty good. It's jumped as high as like $8. That's crazy. And then it bounced back.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I already work it. Using the app like I think 1.5 months. So almost got my money back. I mean the principal
Oh,
got the
nice.
principal back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but but it's sort of during the raining day I try to walk it because I don't want to miss the the excess and the money.
yeah, nice. Should be able to do both. Yeah, I've been using an app called Step Chain. It's on the
Uh-huh.
Cosmos network. Um, and it works, but it's not um it's basically just a tokenized like Google Fit app. Um, you don't really earn a whole lot. It's just fun collecting the tokens.
Uh-huh.
I
And
also
there's go ahead.
found a something that's more like that steppin'. I'll just post it in the book club because I know you can't check it out right now. But
Thank you.
it's called Geno Pets, and essentially, instead of getting a sneaker, you get a pet, and it's like a little pet dragon, and it's still on in beta, and there's a wait list to do the beta.
Uh-huh.
I think it's also on Solana,
Uh-huh.
but essentially it's the same thing. You kind of embark on a role playing game, and then the more you move, right, the more you improve the health of your avatar, instead of your sneaker, kind of.
I see. Yeah, there's a Web2 app called Sweet Coin. Um, it's a Web2 coin. It doesn't require outdoor moving. Indoor, so it's fine. I think. Yeah. So also give you free coins, but that it doesn't. They plan to launch a Web3 token, which gonna airdrop all the Web2 token owner by one versus one token. Yeah, um, you can try that. It's basically just free, and it just counts your steps every day. You don't even open it every day.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, no,
uh,
that's more like what step chain is. It's very much like this. It's
yeah, but then that one I think is easy to cheat on the app. So for 7, right, they have an algorithm to test if tie over to your pets or something, or indoor. So it's very hard to cheat on the app.
yeah.
Um, and for sweep coin, it really, it's easy to cheat. So that's why the value of the coin is very low, I would say. So, and the funny thing is that I even see there's a club to claim that they can help you to earn GST. Uh, if you can give them your account, so they'll have people really running on the street
Oh wow.
to earn the GST for you. But I just don't feel safe to do that. Also, it's not the core for this app, right? Um,
Yeah.
uh,
It's like,
yeah, another type of cheat.
yeah. Yeah, no,
And
I like to get up in the mornings and get a
uh,
little exercise in before I sit down at the computer all day.
uh, yeah. Also, I highly recommend you buy the jogger one because the jogger one, even you just fast walk, you fall in, your speed gonna fall in within the the scope.
Yeah.
And I beginning I purchased the runner shoes, but it's just like too tired, you
Yeah.
know, reach that speed. Also, you have to keep sure keep your speed in the middle of the range. Otherwise, when the GPS signal is bad, it will just lower your speed and make it, your movement not earning any token.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So I just sell my runner shoes, purchase the
Nice.
jogger shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the cross trainers were pretty good if you got a variable speed but they're a little bit
Yeah,
more
but
expensive. But
expensive. Yeah, yeah.
but right
So
now it might not seem so
right,
expensive.
and that's good. Yeah, yeah. So because I try to calculate you know in investment viewpoint. So the three pair of shoes is give you the best return because you only spend 20 minutes per day, and that's easy to keep up. Um, yeah, it's better than the runner shoes. So three pair of jogger shoes, or you want two pair of jogger shoes and one pair of runner shoes. So then still give you can switch between the if you want to run, just switch the main shoes to the runner one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to get a new phone with more storage on it so that I can have more apps on my phone.
Uh-huh.
I'm really limited right now in that I can't yeah, I just can't I can't install the apps that I all the apps that I want um
Uh-huh.
that I could just be running passively or carrying with me and earning tokens while I'm doing something.
Yeah. I just recently actually I deleted I reinstalled a social app called WeChat. It's a popular social app in Chinese
Yeah.
community. It just taking so much space and making my phone running very slowly. Always give me alert. So I deleted the app. There's a lot of historical data, you know, deleted, and then give me a few gigabytes space.
Yeah,
Uh,
Facebook is the same way. That app just which I don't have on my phone. It
uh-huh.
takes so much space.
Yeah. So okay, I finished
Uh,
this walk. uh,
nice. No, I
Somebody else?
tried going on a data cleanse by switching phones and manually transferring the data I want.
hey, Special Agent K.
Hey,
Yeah, we were talking about the app called Steppen. Basically you use that
oh,
app
okay.
to buy the virtual shoes first, and then you can use the virtual shoes to run or walk to earn cryptos.
You're in crypto. Oh my.
Yeah.
I just have a Fitbit. That's it.
Oh man, I really think you'd like the Steppen. I posted a couple links in the book club. Both the Steppen NFT and the Genopets NFT are like really innovative ways to use NFTs for move to earn stuff. Because most move to earn is just like a Fitbit app that just gives you points, that aren't worth a whole lot for every step that you take. But these other apps that are coming out are are more about developing an NFT, but it gets developed based on, your movement and fitness.
Neat.
And the step it one, yeah, like Crypto Dad said earlier, he's made his principal back, and he paid, not $200 per soul, but $100 per soul. Um,
Really? Yeah.
yeah, so it's like a really good time to, and it's only 10 or 20 minutes a day, depending on how many you have. Obviously, if you get three, you can exercise for 20 minutes a day and earn um, the step in token. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty innovative. You can breed your tennis shoes, right? And breeding's not really all that new, but
Yeah.
normally people are applying it to like animals and stuff. And, they're using the attribute, when you breed your shoes, you may end up with different attributes that make, the baby shoe more valuable or less valuable. It can only be bred so many times. Um, they got a maintenance function on the NFT, so when you use it, it does degrade over time and you have to repair it. So it's kind of representative and like it's more like a real life sneaker in that sense. Um, they have renting or I don't know if they have it yet, but they're going to have renting and leasing of the sneakers. So it's got like, yeah, everything except for DeFi, as far as I know.
Is okay?
Yeah. Now it's all gamified, is what you're saying? Is
Yeah,
they give you a reward structure? Like, is it because they're selling the data, or like?
they've gotten funded, and there's different move to earn fitness dApps. There's multiple ways that they can get funding. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know specifically like how much data is shared to the people that help fund for in Steppen. It's an Australian company,
Oh, okay.
yeah, which is kind of cool. Um, and but yeah, like insurance companies will do it. Insurance companies will start giving you a discount if you're using these like fitness apps, and then they'll just fund they might not even give you a discount. They just might, I don't know what they'll do, but they'll essentially, like, insurance companies will fund this stuff. Marketing companies that are trying to market health and fitness products. Obviously, the data that's generated can be sold. Um, hopefully there'll be a move to earn where, it's kind of like Genome's DAO, where the DAO just facilitates and anonymizes, the bulk data of the members of the DAO. You could do the same with health and fitness data. If Bankless could end up with a contract where we earn tokens for sleeping with our Fitbit watch and providing sleep data, that would be the shit.
Well, this has always been sort of interesting because I did play with, I think it's called Coin, but the rewards were like totally shitty and I hated the app. But that was the whole idea, is to like sell your geolocation data and earn prizes. But um, I never understood how the people that actually got on the leaderboard scored that much, because they must be like delivery couriers or something to like rack up that much rewards. But yeah, if it's like at least like reasonably achievable, that gives people motivation to actually try for it. But so it's stepping. Have to.
Stepn.com. It's linked, it's in the book club channel.
Oh, okay. Oh, there.
Yeah, the genome pets too is also interesting. It's like, when you do fitness activities or whatever, it improves the health of your pet. So instead of like having a sneaker, you're kind of keeping your avatar healthy. Like first one that makes a PFP that automatically generates based off your health data, and then allows your PFPs to change over time with your health. Some people may like it, some people may not like it, but
Yeah, you can do some funny things with it. You can have your PFP and it could have moods.
Right? Moods would be really cool. It might annoy people. Like, I'm not always in a crazy mood. Babe, just
I'm always pissy. I hate this. Yeah, I was looking at a NFT New York, and oh, I well, I also feel like I'm missing out with permissionless. Like it's been a while since I've been to like an in-person IT anything event, and well, crypto's more than IT now. But yeah, I just yeah think that those two are going to be some pretty significant events. Um, I'm even just weirded out by like some of the, well, not weirded out in a bad way, but it's just, I've been blown away by some like infrastructure announcements that I've seen this week so far. So I don't know if it's because of permissionless, but what was it? Cloudflare basically took a mild crap on Bitcoin and announced that they're going to run Ethereum validator nodes now. Um, so basically saying that they support Web3 and that they're investing in proof of stake um, validators. So that was cool. And then I saw yesterday this weird thing where Filecoin, um, not Filecoin themselves, but Seagate, which makes hard drives, from what I can tell, they're selling like a Filecoin node. And I couldn't believe that. Like, there you go. Like, you don't have to engineer it really. You just go to the manufacturer, buy it. They even have financing and pop it in your data center.
oh wow.
So yeah, I'm just really surprised to see how like some of this stuff's really coming across. And then of course you have like Polygon having all sorts of announcements where they're uh, you know, operating with Meta and yeah, the more importantly the Instagram integration. Everybody's talking about seeing how that's gonna uh, explode because one of the things I didn't catch, was phase one of this is to have profile pictures in social media, and that's kind of cool and all that. But then, what if your social media engine actually starts making and using NFTs for gated content, or maybe your Instagram lets you just instantly create an NFT from a photo. So it's going to potentially unleash some of the floodgates of not necessarily high value NFTs, but I mean, like, it's going to really expand the use of the technology.
Yup.
So yeah, while I watch the markets tank, I'm still, you know, looking at the news feed, and I'm just like, holy cow! Uh, yeah. Actually, I got a random question. Avagachi land.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done a lot of research. I just went and bought some. And um, do they have the ability for you to actually like farm it yet, or
Yeah, I know. So major updates start coming out today and rolling out this week.
yeah?
Um, I'm waiting for Zentimo and Zero XZ to get off work. But essentially, I think you want to put a tile on your land, and then you can every 24 hours, and Gachi can come and channel Alchemica from the property. And
Okay.
I think some of that goes to the landowner, but then some of it goes to, the Avagachi that's doing the farming. Um, they just it started channeling like, less than 10 hours ago. Um, or about 10 hours ago, 10, 12 hours ago. Um, so there's definitely
Hello,
glitter.
Ernest.
Hey, and glitter should be like the next thing that you'll earn just from being in the game.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, Tony? Hope. All right. Let's see. I might have to bounce and have a meeting with Tony, um, or he may be right back. He can show you guys the founder
Okay.
NFT for the Bankless Africa research report. Hope. Hey, Tony. Welcome back.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I don't know. For some reason, my audio is not working on my computer. I had to switch to my phone.
Well. Um, we were just talking about Avagachi a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Um, do you want to show off what you got with the founder NFT set up,
We are,
or
we are
you
we are
could?
still waiting on the design. I got the NFT ball, sent it to them, but we've not gotten back from the design. I spoke with Chameleon. He said he has been having electricity issues. So we do have from the code perspective, we are done. We just need to replace it with the images, and that's what we're waiting for.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. And so we're just waiting on him for that. Um, is there a website link, like a page, a holding page, like a pre-mint kind of, or
For the
is it?
founders NFT,
Yeah.
you said you can get it from what are they calling OpenSea, but we also decided to do a pre-mint page anyways. But we have not like deployed it. We do have a pre-mint page if you wanted to mint it, but you mentioned that you wanted people to just get it from OpenSea, so that was like the idea I was running off. But we have a pre-mint page.
Well, essentially, I was going to do an announcement of the founders NFT. So if there was like a landing page that people could go check out, before, I don't know, it's not that relevant.
If you need that, we can whip something up real quick. We were already working on one, anyways. I was like, I was gonna do it and show you. But I know you mentioned that you wanted people to just get it off OpenSea. That's why, because you said it should be already minted. That's what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We got the flyer, and I was just going to post it in the community forums. So,
No, it's not really going to be too much stress if you want. Because we're already working on it anyways. I was like, I'm going to show. I thought that was better, for people to have that main page. But we've not deployed that. We can deploy that and have that also as an option. But if you have a flyer that's good, we can still give you that as an option.
yeah, I'll just use the flyer for now, and then
Okay.
I mean, we're waiting on the images anyways, so it doesn't make a sense putting up images that aren't, because it
Mm-hmm.
would be ideal to have that video. Okay.
That is true. I know Chameleon said I told him to work with OG. I know they were working together anyways, but he's the one that has been championing it. But since I'm like, he can work with OG because they're a team and they should get it done. So I will still reach out to him tomorrow morning just to make sure that what's going on. But yeah, I we cannot do anything without the pictures.
Right. That's the main thing. That's cool. and the little like video too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well,
Yeah, I just wanted.
we got some new move to earn links in the
Oh,
book club channel,
move to
and
earn.
yeah, and also this is something I also found this website skiff.com, which is essentially a web3 version of Google Docs.
Oh, and it can also do the work of Notion. I posted that in the tech front. Yeah, that's a really, really amazing platform.
It, it's not
I
it's not as heavy on the database, but it's like they got so much other stuff where it's really interesting.
I got rocked again.
Oh,
Hello.
that's cool. Yeah, so did you check it out?
Yes, I did check it out. I created an account. I do have their email now. So TonyStark@skiff.com. It's my email. Did you Are you signed up to them?
Yep, it's Ernest of Gaia dot skiff or at skiff.
Okay, let me send you a hello email. I'll send you an email right now. So it's Ernest of Guy at skiff.com.
Yep. Let's see,
Okay.
folks. Let's see this.
Test down. Hello,
Let's see this email come in.
GM.
I hate email, but I like how clean this is.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
just sent you.
wow, there you are.
You got it?
Yeah, right away.
Yeah. And aside from email, you can actually do, it's capable of doing Notion like activities with the workspace.
Yep.
Did
Yeah.
you test that out?
Yep. So like,
You connect it with Google Docs. Like, I'm like, this is amazing.
yeah, you're able to import Google Docs. It sounds like they're trying to give you $10 or $15 every time you're importing stuff from Google.
Oh, really? I thought it's only every time you invite someone.
That too. Um, but yeah, if you import existing document, earn $15 of credit when you import from Google Drive.
That is interesting. Well, I just imported a bunch of, of emails, documents from Google Drive.
Yep. But they don't have, I mean, they got a table, but it's not a relational database like
Oh,
Image.
yeah, I see.
And that to me
Oh,
is like the power of Notion.
oh, it's still a work in progress. I'm sure they'll get there someday.
Right? But no, it was really cool. Um, it's kind of confusing to switch to the view that like the public sees
Mm-hmm.
when you publish.
Oh, so from the top right, top left, where you have your name and then your email, and when you click on that, they like three. For me, I have three. There's personal, there's the workspace, personal workspace, there's the public workspace, and the email.
Yep.
So that's how I switch.
Yeah, no, I just mean like if I want to share this contact page, so I'm basically because they also say they're going to have proposals,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm basically trying to or I don't know if it was these folks that have proposals or Charmverse.
I don't see their proposals, and I'm still kind of like getting used to it. I literally found about it like 2 days ago. Um,
Yeah, this Charmverse has bounties. Oh, damn it.
so the way it integrates with Google, though, I just feel like it's there's KYC there, but no, it's cool.
Well, but you don't have to
I mean,
KYC with them.
but you are KYC'd with Google, so once you integrate it with Google, in a way, you are KYC'd
Oh man. Yeah,
because they can
right,
always get information from Google.
right. And now you are you've tied your KYC,
You've tied your KYC to your MetaMask address.
right? Yeah, I
I
got
personally don't. What?
yeah, I'm hoping in the future it doesn't matter that I can just
Yeah. I personally don't care, to be honest. I'll just do it. I just did it anyway. I know, but it is what it is.
right, and it's a start.
Mm-hmm. Getting started. So I have interesting documents here. Yeah. But I just like the way you can switch to email and like interact with people and also use that workspace too. I see you responded, NS of God of crypto. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. What else is new? I'm interested in the um motion. You said earn to move to earn.
Yeah, Crypto Dad was sharing with us earlier. He was actually finishing up his exercise routine. He's got some stepping shoes. And hello, Art.
Oh, can you convert that to kind of like, is it ERC20? So can you like switch it to ERC20 tokens, or you are stuck with their token?
It's on Solana.
Oh, it's on Solana. Oh, nice.
Yeah, because
I,
I'm like, it's a way for me to earn Solana so that I don't have to like buy it. If I can earn
mm-hmm,
Solana, then yeah, essentially, as I earned on Solana, I can buy things on Solana or just save tokens.
mm-hmm.
But right, it'd be cool to like be like, boom, I invested $1,500 into this one app, and then 3 to 5 years from now, everything that I'm doing on that blockchain stemmed from that one investment in the
I
stepping
feel
stone.
like you, I feel that's you and every other blockchain apart from Ethereum.
Yeah, I know that's the idea.
Have you heard of Nation 3? We did have an AMA with them today from the relationship.
Mission 3?
Nation 3, yes.
Oh, Nation 3.
Yes. They are trying to build a digital nation, or they have built a digital nation. And well, it's still in the forefront of everything, but it's from the same founder of Aragon. I don't know if you know Aragon.
That's the yeah, actually I just started testing Aragon on the Harmony testnet.
Oh, what are you testing with Aragon? Because I work for Aragon as tech support.
Well, essentially the small group of us are creating a service in the Harmony ecosystem to help DAOs achieve their milestones for their bootstrapping grants. So we essentially will do the education Harmony is doing a really good job at identifying their expectations for the grants that they give out,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's no hand holding to help people like learn how to set up a gnosis, learn how to set up and build a token from scratch, um,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I had that. Essentially, this is a lot easier than I thought, except for the decimals is the only thing throwing me off. But essentially, we'll be helping DAOs in Harmony ecosystem create charters so that they have a governance and operations framework. And then after we do that, it's up to them to then execute and get their Gnosis set up, their token set up, and then they apply for the operations grant, and that operation grant gets them through their final stage. They should be like self-sustaining after those initial 2 injections of funds from the Harmony ecosystem. And the Harmony ecosystem is creating the DAO Alliance. And so we're essentially meeting with those folks and trying to figure out how best to set up this service in their Discord. They're also creating some guides, but they're not planning on doing any of the hand holding, right? They're just like, we'll post the information. If you can help yourself and go through it, do it. And so we want to come in and provide this service and, you know, get the grants ourselves and our, develop the cost model or the business model for this service over the next 6 months.
That
But we,
sounds interesting. I'm taking a look at the Harmony ecosystem. I've heard about it, but I've not paid attention to it. Is there kind of like interest, like what drew you to Harmony? I guess I know you're kind of like curious about a lot of blockchains, but why Harmony?
essentially, I've always heard about stuff that they're doing, and their main focus is onboarding DAOs, right? And
Mm-hmm.
somebody, Mort and L, both essentially approached me and they were like, hey, they're giving out these grants to these DAOs, but we've checked out the DAOs and they have no idea how to bootstrap themselves. And they're like, can we provide some type of like DAO relationships kind of service, or bring the DAO relationships model to them, and essentially, through joining their ops calls and talking to some people, we're developing a decentralized autonomous service cooperative.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and
I'm
it's
going. I'm going to.
go ahead. We can
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
we can do with a tech advisor. We gotta, and they have a very specific, like, clear expectations on what they consider a DAO in their ecosystem to be, and or how it at least starts. And so, yeah, it seems like a pretty easy community to kind of figure out, but it's since they actually have their own blockchain, yeah, I basically got to learn how to do some things from scratch because they don't actually have all the tooling on the blockchain that some other blockchains would, like Polygon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having to learn what tools are available on Harmony, and that's how I found out about Aragon and Anson from Aragon.
Oh, I'm working with Anson. Like, yes, I know
Sweet.
Anson.
Yeah, I just met him because somebody came into relationships from Aragon, and I was like, hey, hook me up with somebody in Aragon that knows about Harmony. And they're essentially the only tool that's not on Harmony is a token creator. And so I don't
And
remember,
you could do that with Aragon, like client. You can literally create a token easily with
right?
like clicks. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's the only way to create a token other than through Scratch. Um, and I think the guide is a little outdated, and resources are a little outdated for the Harmony ecosystem on creating tokens, because most of the token creation attempts were like a year or so ago, and that group isn't around anymore. And yeah, it's quite possible that Aragon's the only like standalone application that lets you. So I got to figure out exactly like how flexible Aragon is, and basically try to build this service DAO on Aragon, but also build it from scratch. But I'm also talking to the Metafuro devs, and they say
Mm-hmm.
they can get on the Harmony blockchain in probably like 3 to 6 weeks. And so that would be a social media DApp with token gating, NFT gating, snapshot integration. I'm talking to them about integrating Huddle, which is a Web3 video platform. You know, they could they could probably right like I think things like Skiff, you'll just be able to integrate, right? So if your DAO wants email, just connect it to Skiff, and then all of a sudden you now
Oh,
have email functionality to your Aragon DApp, or your social media DApp, or whatever's trying to bring in that Web3.
yeah, that's the beautiful thing about Skiff too. You can actually have a custom email on it. So like instead of at skiff.com, you can have ns of guy at nscrypto.ns. What is your ns of guy.crypto? You can have a custom email that way on Skiff or with Skiff. Did you know about that too?
No, but right, like you would almost want to be able to set up, just like with Google emails. You set up a
Mm-hmm.
business or organization. Like, I know every guild that I'm involved with, I have a Google Docs folder of things that I've published, or drafts of proposals, or Excel workbooks.
I just registered. It seems like a similar style of Google Doc and Gmail.
Yes, but yes, exactly. It seems like Google Docs and Gmail, but also has some similar Notion functionality. Not full, but some things um, are similar to Notions too.
All right, so we got 7 more minutes. Anything else exciting for anybody this week? All right. Well, with that, I think I will conclude and close the book club. If folks still want to hang out, of course you can. I appreciate everybody for coming. And maybe next week
Oh,
I'll show everybody how I built the DAO on Aragon.
I'm kind of curious about that. So.
Or a
Me
book
too.
club. So,
And this is something we are also testing on Aragon. We are trying to have a legal wrapper around the DAO. So once you create a DAO, you should be able to have like an LLC incorporated anonymously. We've been testing it out with AutoCAD, and that's what Anson and I are working on. We should have kind of like a solution maybe by the end of the week or next week to see if it works.
nice. Yeah, what's the easiest way to earn Aragon tokens?
Uh, it is by, well, the only way I know right now is like being their tech support. So if you do tech support, you earn token. I know they have a growth community too. So if you have like strategies on how to improve, I guess, Aragon adaptation, I've not been in their space, but I know that they do have coordinates. so they pay with coordinates. So I know, yeah, it's
Nice.
something someone can look into.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
Well, cool. Maybe they need like a Harmony representative.
That is correct. Like we're always looking to expand. Like even right now from the tech side, we're asked to go kind of like get involved in other DAOs, like one Hive and like the ones like a lot of developers. So I mean, Harmony as a blockchain, if I know Aragon is on Harmony, they would definitely need someone with that expertise because I guess the end goal is to kind of like branch out, like how Bankless DAO is trying to plant their flag everywhere. That's the same thing with Aragon too. They're trying to kind of like be available to all the blockchains eventually.
Yeah, like someone was talking about Gnosis chain earlier in Relationships, and it's like, man, that's some really cool tools on there, and but do it's like, what's going to happen first? Like inter blockchain communication, or is that going to take a while? And the DAO's going to have to figure out, like, well, what dozen blockchains do we want to get the bank token on, and then how do we do that?
Is that not what like the Rainbow Bridge is doing? Oh well, I think there's some similar bridge that like bridge like different blockchains together. Like not even on the EVM. Well, I guess they have to be EVM compatible. Like I know near ecosystem and Ethereum have like a bridge where you can actually move things between both blockchains.
Yeah. Well, the tricky part is moving. Like, well, what does that, if you can't have it, it could thin out your liquidity. If your token needs liquidity for it to have value, um, and you're divided up between X number of blockchains, then there's only X
Mm-hmm.
number of potential liquidity on each blockchain.
That is correct. I guess
It's tricky.
we're still in the we'll see how that liquidity issue itself that I don't right now. I feel like a lot of tokens like like example we have like 1 billion bank tokens, so kind of like split it up and find a way to peer it amongst like maybe bank Ethereum and Harmony, like multiple. The value would increase even though they are in different ecosystems. Increase. So even if we have like 2 million banks on what are they calling it, Harmony, it just has like more value. If that makes sense. I guess scarcity is the beauty of that. If it thins out the liquidity, it makes it more scarce. And then that could be a price driver.
Well, what happens if other blockchains can use the liquidity that's on other blockchains?
That would be an interesting concept. I
Right.
I would have to think about that. I don't know if that will be possible for now, but that would be a very good or interesting concept to see how that plays out. I actually have to take note of that, and I would start asking other devs.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for the book club. We do this every Wednesday. Sometimes we have topics. Sometimes we just ramble on about whatever we've learned. Stay tuned and have a good week.
Adios.
Thank you, Ernest. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Crypto Dad.